Okay, good day guys, good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here. A gentle reminder as always to please like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it is a free way to support the channel, and a big shout out as always to you guys who usually support. So guys, big news just coming out of England. Big news across the other side of the pond, right? Big news coming out of England. The three lions, or some people like to make fun and say the three kittens. But the three lions have released a 33 provisional man squad. Gareth Southgate has released a 33 man provisional squad for the upcoming Euro scheduled to take place later this year. You know, that postponed tournament, that big tournament that was supposed to take place last year. And you know, it's a provisional 33 man squad for a number of reasons. They're not picking the 26 man squad right now, so 7 names are going to, 7 names in this 33 man squad are not going to make the 26 man Euro team. And you guys may be wondering, why is this, why am I speaking about this? Many of you know that this news has potential implications for the Reggae Boys, right? This is this is a big deal and could have a massive influence on how our squad looks, or how our team looks, right? News on the other side of the pond pertaining to this squad could have an impact on how our team looks, or certain players that suit up for us in the World Cup qualifiers. Ben Godfrey, a player who is eligible to play for Jamaica from my understanding. He made the 33 man provisional squad. I don't know what was the case with Ben Godfrey though. I don't know if the JFF was pursuing the player, or at some point in time approached the player. I'm not so sure. I did hear that Ben Godfrey at one stage was eligible to play for Jamaica. Sorry, I'm talking foolishness. Was interested in playing for Jamaica. I don't know how true that is, right? And I don't know what is the situation with this particular player in terms of his interest level to play for the Reggae Boys. But he has made Gareth Southgate's 33 man provisional squad, and we don't know if he will make the cut for the 26, right? We don't know. So this player might very well end up still being eligible to play for us, and if he does not make the 26 man squad, we should definitely try and pursue this player. Mason Holgate, a player, a name that many of you are familiar with, right? He's Ben Godfrey's Everton teammate. Mason Holgate, a player that it has been reported by several credible sources that if he had ended up in the squad for the Euros, it would be bye-bye Reggae Boys, because that was his ultimate goal, to make the 33, well, to make the team for the Euros, the 26 man team, to the Euros. Mason Holgate did not make it, guys. He did not make it, and this is supposed to be a massive indicator to Mason Holgate, right? A massive indicator to Mason Holgate that he is not in Gareth Southgate's plans. I mean, he couldn't even make the provisional squad. Not even the 33 provisional man squad Mason Holgate could make. That means he is nowhere near in contention for the final cut, right? So this would send a massive message to him. He knows exactly where he stands right now with England. I mean, the season is finished. There is no football being played in England right now. The English Premier League season is finished. So, you know, even for future, so it will be in August before the Premier League restarts, right? Before Mason Holgate is in action again for him to even be considered for an England squad, right? But we have heard many credible sources say that if Mason Holgate did not make this England Euros team, he would seriously consider a move to the Reggae Boys. So this is a big deal that Mason Holgate has not made this 33-man squad. Big deal for us. Probably not a big deal for him. Well, it is a big deal for him because, you know, now he has a clearer understanding of where his international future lies. But this is obviously very interesting or very exciting news for Reggae Boys fans. It probably isn't so exciting for Mason Holgate. Remember some time ago, Mason Holgate, if memory serves me right, the player had expressed interest to play for the Reggae Boys. And Gareth Southgate had a meeting with him and Calvin Phillips, and if memory serves me right, Demarai Gray was also a part of that meeting. I don't remember if the players, I know Calvin Phillips had expressed serious interest to play for us, and Gareth Southgate met with him. I don't remember if Mason Holgate had expressed interest at that time, but I definitely recall that Gareth Southgate had met with Mason Holgate, Calvin Phillips, and if I'm not mistaken, Demarai Gray. Right? Don't quote me on the Demarai Gray one, but I definitely know Mason Holgate and Calvin Phillips were a part of that meeting, and Gareth was basically telling them to hold on. Right? But, you know, I mean, he obviously immediately capped Calvin Phillips. But, you know, he really and truly does not seem to be interested in Mason Holgate. Not even the provisional 30-man squad he could make. And you guys know that Everton had a pretty decent season this season. I mean, for the most part, they were, top 7, top 6? Right? This season, I mean, in the end, they fell off and ended up finishing 10th. But for a long time this season, Everton had realistic hopes of the Champions League. And in the end, even though they finished 10th, they were only 8 points off the Champions League spot. Right? But, you know, Gareth Southgate, even though he asked Holgate to hold on, you know, he clearly isn't interested in Holgate. So that's a big story right now. The big story, Holgate is not on the England 33 provisional man squad, meaning he basically does not, seemingly right now, does not have a chance at making the England squad now or even in the future. Because if you can't even make the provisional squad, you're not in line for the final cut. So that's very exciting news for Jamaica. The injured Isaac Hayden. And many of you guys wouldn't be surprised by this. He isn't on it either, but credible sources, right, did say that Isaac Hayden was waiting to see if he made the cut for the Euros. Isaac Hayden did not make the cut. You know, who's to tell if injury played a role in that? You know, he has been out for some time. I don't know whether injury played a role in that or not. Some people might say he's good, but he's not that good. He's not good enough to make an England Euros team, or this England Euros team in particular. So it's not really a major surprise that Isaac Hayden is not on the list, but credible sources did report that Isaac Hayden wanted to hold out or wanted to wait to see if he made the England team. He is not on it, so that is good news where we are concerned as well. Even though I know that some people are not so hyped about players like a Hayden or a Holgate coming to play for us, you know, those who are waiting until the last minute and holding on to the England Express for dear life, you know, trying to get on board, right? But, you know, it is what it is. They are vastly superior players, right, to I mean, they will improve our squad greatly, man. Especially Isaac Hayden. He's not even a player that we want. He's a player that we desperately need. Right? So, it's good to see that Isaac Hayden, from our standpoint anyways, I'm sure he's disappointed, but Isaac Hayden, not in the England team. Demarai Gray, he's another one holding on to the England Express for dear life. Holding on to the England train for dear life, trying to get on board. Right? I don't know why Demarai Gray thinks he stands a snowball in hell's chance of making the English team, but reports have suggested that he was waiting to see also if he made the provisional 33-man squad for the English Euros team. As I say, I don't know what gives this man the impression that he was anywhere near this provisional 33-man squad. I mean, I don't mean any disrespect to the player, but it's just facts, especially with the attacking talent that England has at its disposal right now. Demarai Gray is nowhere near, absolutely nowhere near this England team. Right? So I don't know what he's waiting on. Right, he needs to hop on board the Reggae Boys train, man. I don't know what Demarai Gray is waiting on. And I understand, a player is born in their respective country and they grew up in that respective country dreaming and hoping to play for their national team. But you also have to be realistic, Demarai Gray. Right, so he's not on the England team, not surprising. James Justin did make it, kinda not surprising either. He has a serious season-ending injury, and also, man, let me tell you something. James Justin could have made this England squad, if it were not for one thing. You see, the England right back position or the full back position in general is absolutely stacked. It is absolutely stacked. It's only about 3 or 4 at the most right backs can make the final cut. And as a matter of fact, no more than 3 right backs will make it. Right? And that James Justin is such a good player, but unfortunately for him right now, the fullback position for England, they are just absolutely stacked with quality. I mean, there are legitimate questions as to whether Trent Alexander-Arnold, right, can make the England squad. Right? One of the things that I particularly thought that would play into James Justin's hand is his versatility and his ability to play excellently on both flanks. So that's definitely one of the things that James Justin had going for him. I don't know if he did not get injured, he would have made it. Right? I don't know if he didn't get injured, he would have made it. But honestly, I think that was a major thing going for James Justin. Right? When coaches are picking players for a national team, one of the things that they do look for or they do like in players is versatility and ability to play in multiple positions. And James Justin being able to do just as well on the right as on the, or just as able to do just as well on the left as he is able to do on the right, I thought was a major variable at play, right, into whether or not James Justin could make the England national team. I don't know if injuries derailed that, or Gareth Southgate is just not interested in the player, right? But he's also not in it. And James Justin recently, it has been reported by credible sources that he is seriously interested in playing for the Reggae Boys. I personally thought that that was a tactic rather to try and get the attention of the England national team. I honestly thought that, right, to really hit Gareth Southgate's radar in a major way, right? But he's not on the England provisional 33-man squad, so I guess whether or not he was serious about representing Jamaica, he certainly more than likely would be thinking about it a lot more now. Kyle Walker-Peters as well, I don't know, if he was and by the way, I don't know if James Justin was harboring thoughts of trying to get on the English team. I am just personally saying, in my humble opinion, a player of his caliber with a realistic shot of making the England Euros team, in my opinion, I just thought he was probably trying to, and that's just my opinion, I just thought he was probably trying to make some noise to hit the English radar even more. Kyle Walker-Peters, I with him as well, I don't know if he was harboring thoughts of making the England Euros squad, but he is not on it either. It's kinda not surprising. Again, Kyle Walker-Peters a good fullback, a good right back, but the England right back position is just absolutely stacked, man. Absolutely stacked with quality, high achieving players, man. Crazy. I mean, when you think about it, Aaron Wan-Bissaka didn't even make the provisional 33-man squad, right? So, and they had like about 4 right backs in it, I think, if memory serves right. They had like 4 right backs in the 33-man squad, and Wan-Bissaka was not on it. So there you go. Yeah, so the England 33 provisional man squad announced. A lot of players with Jamaican heritage on it, man. A lot, as we have come to expect with the English national team, right? Calvin Phillips, Raheem Sterling, Reece James, Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford, Ollie Watkins, Ben Godfrey. If I'm not mistaken, I even think Trent Alexander-Arnold is has Jamaican heritage as well, right? But those are the names that I recognized of the England squad that have Jamaican heritage. Mason Holgate, by the way, not Mason Holgate, Mason Greenwood is still eligible to play for Jamaica from my understanding of it as well, because he is not 21 years old, he's 19 years old. Before he reaches the age of 21, can still switch nationality, right, and come and play for Jamaica. That's my understanding of the laws now, that before he reaches 21 years old, he can switch allegiance from England and still come and play for Jamaica. So even though he has been capped by England, he is still eligible to play for Jamaica from my understanding of it. Mason Greenwood has made the provisional 33-man squad. Highly unlikely we will ever see him near Jamaica unless he's coming out here for vacation, right? But that's just an interesting point to note. Emil Smith-Rowe as well, eligible to play for Jamaica, not in this 33-man provisional squad, but he is more one for the future and one who would more than likely pop up in Gareth Southgate's plans going forward. So that's it, guys. The England 33 provisional man squad released. Big news for Jamaica: Holgate, Hayden, Gray, Justin, Walker-Peters not on it, right? So these players, I'm sure right now, would be giving more weight or thinking more heavily, right? Or thinking a lot more of Jamaica and coming to represent Jamaica in the upcoming World Cup qualifiers. So guys, that's it. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.